Hey, this is Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for week commencing the 14th of April. Let's see what we've got for you. As always, we'll start with 3 general energies cards and then we're going to pull a single card for every sign. In the description of this video, you can see the timestamp so that you can fast forward to your sun, moon and rising. Okay, let's see. I've got 3 reversed cards here. So that's, oh, okay, so that's a lot of internal stuff going on. Stuff isn't a word. Let's talk about them upright. We've got this 10 of cups here, like the happy families under the rainbow, we're joyous. Reverse doesn't mean that that's the negative of that. Reverse means that perhaps you're starting to get in touch with your own joy. Like you're starting to actually really feel good in relation to yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings. And it's starting to come together, like under that rainbow. This is a rainbow, international sign for rainbow. I don't know. I feel like you are starting to feel like things are coming together for you, but not physically, but just like emotionally. Really starting to feel a bit more uplifted, a bit more like real good energy, feeling starting to vibrate on a higher frequency, all of that stuff. And then we've got the sun card, the naked baby running around the horse in a field full of sunflowers. Lovely. And again, how can you embrace that energy? Not physically doing, like not, the sun card is masculine. It's very kind of get out there, get going, get doing, get stuck in. None of that because it's reversed. More like the energy of, okay, I'm starting to feel good. What next? Like, and then like you can kind of you can energetically set yourself some goals. You can start really thinking about your future, how you're going to move forward. You know, really starting to bring the bigger vision of stuff in, the stuff that you've been afraid to vision for a long time, the stuff that you kept small, starting to bring it to bigness, to life, but all through energy, like all through really good thoughts, feelings, optimism, good sunshine, rainbow stuff. And then we've got the 6 of Cups, and I feel like that means you need to take things with curiosity. Everything that comes up, be curious, not judgmental. And the problem is that we're humans, we're all judgmental, right? But how can we approach things with curiosity? How can we start saying, okay, well, I thought that thing wasn't for me, or I couldn't ever do that thing, but is that a limiting belief? Is that actually real? Like, could I actually say to myself, no, I can do this? Like, you can kind of reframe your thinking a little and just start really leaning into some of that curiosity, like, well, why do I feel that way? And what's that about? And maybe then that starts to lift up to the surface some stuff that you need to actually let go of because it's not real, is it? It's not real. And so I just feel like you're doing a lot of processing around, I'm feeling good, I want to go out there and do shit that feels good. But perhaps some of those limiting beliefs are stopping me at the moment. And so I need to bring that stuff to the surface, be curious about it, you know, be open-minded about it, and then let that shit go. All right, that's your general energies. Let's talk each sign. So we'll start with Taurus. Taurus, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're super chilled, cool as a cucumber. It's a kind of a case of really looking at what you've got. Like, what have you got around you that feels damn good, that you know you've worked hard for, that you recognize that 5 years ago, like maybe you wanted these things and now you've got them. And you're like, actually, like you're just taking a stock check and you're going, oh, actually, I feel good right now. Life is good. Life is sweet. I'm so much better than I was all these years ago. And just really enjoying the moment of that. Like really stepping into enjoyment of the present moment and what you've actually earned and how far you've come. Capricorn, Queen of Swords. You want to rise above things and look at the long game. Like rise above all the clouds. Like, yeah, things are like, I feel like this week is really optimistic. It's really like power of positivity, changing your energetic thinking. Because I feel like that's this. Yes, crap's gone on. That's all these clouds. But you're going to rise above that. You're bigger than that now. You don't need to get bogged down by that stuff and held back by that stuff. So it's very much about, you know, really looking at the long game, taking ownership, claiming back your power, and really bringing that stuff into fruition with a decent, solid plan. All right, Virgo. The reversed devil. So the devil keeps you chained to this door, but the truth is he's not chaining you. You've just got these very loose chains around your neck. You can just slip off and you can just wander out that door. Nothing's stopping you. The thought of the devil is what's stopping you. The devil itself is bigger. The thought of the devil is bigger than the actual reality of the devil. You actually have the power in this card. You hold the power. Yes, it might leave you feeling a bit vulnerable and exposed and fearful, but you have the power. So I feel like you need to start escaping that mindset. Again, we talked about this a lot already. It's very much a power of positivity week. So escaping this devil that holds you back, because it's not a real thing. It's just the thoughts. The thoughts are bigger than the reality. And don't let those thoughts hold you back. All right, Sagittarius. It's a fly buzzing around, sorry. In my hair. Sagittarius, we have got here the Knight of Cups reversed. Can you see it? Hardly, it won't go away. I feel like you are starting to really win your own battles. And when I say your own battles, I mean like the way that you think about yourself, the way that you look at yourself, all the emotional trauma and crap that keeps you stuck and held down. You're starting to win over that stuff. You're starting to take victory and control of it. And just really starting to generally feel a lot better and perhaps even a bit victorious over yourself. But yeah, just keep really focusing on that win. Like, look how well you've done. Look how far you've come. Look at the things you've overcome and feel really good about that. Okay, Leo. Leo, pick and choose your battles. You know, you could be running after these two guys in the background. So I'm going to have to exit this fly to another lifetime in a minute, I think. You can allow yourself not to win everything, right? You need to let some things go. You don't have to take on everything. You don't have to always be right or always win. You can know in yourself that you're right, but not have to prove that to people. And I think that's a big step this week. It's just realizing you don't have to prove yourself to people all the time. As long as you feel good, you don't have to win every argument. Like, let people think what they think. There's nothing you can do about what other people think. People are jerks. Let them think it. They're going to think what they want to think regardless. You can't convince everyone. There's nothing you can do to satisfy some people. Okay, Aries. Right, we've got the Five of Pentacles here. Stop focusing on what's going wrong and start focusing on what's going right. You're missing out on opportunities because of your pessimism, right? And humans are meant to be pessimistic. Like, it keeps us safe, doesn't it? That's how we survive. It's a survival instinct. But you don't have to be like that all the time. And so I feel like you're missing out on opportunities. You're missing out on this because you're too busy focusing on what's going wrong and not enough on what's going right. Definitely some mindset shift, not mindset shits, this month for you. Okay, Gemini, week, not month, week. Gemini, Page of Cups. Cool, like some just exciting joy. Like, I feel like there's someone in your life that's just really uplifting you, but like from a surprising place, someone you're not expecting to really uplift you. And maybe you're even surprising yourself. Maybe you like, you know, you're like, oh, I'm boring, nobody likes me. And then you hang out with someone, you're like, oh, I was a hoot, I was a blast, it was great. I loved my version of myself when I was doing that, and I enjoyed their company and all was good. So I just feel like it's kind of joyous energy with somebody that's kind of surprising and uplifting, and perhaps even has a bit of longevity to it. Like, perhaps that might spark something else, you know, further friendships, adventures, creation together. Who knows? But I think just real good stuff in terms of yourself with people. Okay, Aquarius. Keep chipping away and doing the hard work. In the reverse position, though, I think a lot of that's on yourself. Like, keep chipping away at yourself. Not necessarily the big picture or the grand plan, but yourself. Like, you know, how often do you work on yourself? How often, like every little step, every little thought that you have that, you know, you change, you know, negativity creeps in, you go, oh, I can't do it. But then every little thought that you go, actually, maybe I can. Like every one of those little things adds up and adds up. And so it's just continually working on the self, working on the mindset, working on your feel good attitude, working on your self worth. But just in little bits, but just keep reminding yourself, keep doing those things. Don't get complacent. Don't stop. Don't go, oh, I'm feeling good right now, so I'm no longer going to play my affirmations. Keep playing them. You know, you've got to keep on top of it. You've got to maintain. Libra. Libra, you're perhaps feeling a bit cautious about a next step. You want to do something, you want to take a step, you're just feeling a bit battered and bruised. Perhaps life has been a bit harder than you'd anticipated for a while. Perhaps you don't know if you can or that you should. It's okay to second guess things, that's fine. But equally, don't let that second guessing hold you back. 9 is then next to 10. 10 is completion. So you're really almost at the last hurdle here. So don't give up right now. Like you're really at a point where you can bring into fruition the thing that you want. Even if you're feeling a bit battered, bruised and wounded, you're nearly there. Okay, Cancerians. We've got the Empress reversed, stepping into your divine feminine energy here. That's not female, just feminine. Like, are you using your intuition, your perception, your darkness? Like, are you using all the depth of your existence, your soul, your being? Like, how do you use that to create? Like, she's created her own throne here. It's made out of bolster cushions and fabric. She's carved her own little rock next to her with this heart shape and feminine symbol in there. She's got a scepter and crown. It's all out in nature. She's created this. So how do you use it? How do you tap into that? How do you start creating your world, but from this feminine perspective, not like the go out there, get it, do, hard, ego, drive, like the masculine, but the softer side, what feels intuitive, what feels right, how could I, you know, connect this, how can I look at some of the deeper stuff, the darker stuff, and pull some wisdom from that to create and shape and mold things that I want. So really leaning into that feminine energy. Scorpio, Knight of Pentacles. Like dark times are starting to lighten up. You're starting to actually find that you've become victorious through your darkness, and that actually the dark journey, maybe you're starting to observe why it happened for you. Not to you, but for you. Like maybe you're starting to realize the goodness that's come out of dark stuff. But I also think maybe physically, like you've been through a harder time, and maybe things like maybe money's been difficult for a while, and that's taken you to some darker places. But suddenly, like you're starting to win over that. You're starting to feel good and victorious about it, and like you're finally getting where you want to be. So that's exciting. Pisces. We have got the Queen of Cups. Time to start trying new things. I feel like you've worked so hard for such a long time that you now have the luxury of being able to try new things, to be able to kind of put your toes in the water and just explore and be and do from a place of safety, from a place of security, convenience, all the stuff you've worked hard for now allows you to do the things that you really want to do. And so it's time to start doing that. All right, thank you so much. Have a good week.